Hi guys, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Hope your Dark Souls is going well, Moogie. I'm glad to see your issue is fixed, Rage. Hopefully it stays that way. Alright, I hope everyone's doing good this evening. We're just getting set up here for some Genshin Impacts. And we should be ready to go un momento. Where do it be? It be somewhere. Bah! Oh, it didn't work. Where it be? Bah! There we are. How are you all? Good, I hope. Yes, I'm gonna take that as good, Mookie. Hi, Samaj. How are you? Long time no see. God, I never thought I would see you again. Yes, fancy meeting you here. Prime time to start lurking. Hi, Carney. Thank you for the lurk. God, are you gonna redeem that every stream? I'm gonna like have to. You're the only one that redeems that. Jesus. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't know what happened there, but it didn't work. Let me try again. Is it not working again? I had this problem last stream, in like the middle of it just stopped working. You are legal bossing? Well, don't be saying that. You'll get me banned. This has been an amazing waste of points. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Technical difficulties. Just you wait. Ah. Okay, bleep bloop. And bleep bloop. Oh. Chimkin. I love Chimkin. Yeah. Can I have some? I would love some Chimkin. Oh, why thing not working? Is it because actually, I think I know why it's not working. Ah, there we are. This could be an issue. I do like chicken. All right, Smudge, I got your redeem. I got your redeem. Sorry, I apologize. Why did it not work? Fuck's sake. Good. We did it. I nearly choked. My god. I got a big piece of chicken? Yeah. Nice. God, so I've encountered difficulties that in future it's taught me a lesson, I guess. Cause so what it is, right? Genshin is by default run with administrator privileges, and VTube Studio is not. So my hotkeys don't work when I'm tabbed into Genshin. This could be problematic. I'm not sure how to change. I should probably relaunch VTube Studio in admin so I can get around this. Otherwise the redeems probably won't work. Yeah, this is... Well, head pats works. But I'm not currently tabbed into thing. Oh, Oni-chan. Oni-chan. Yeah, I'm not sure. We shall see. We shall see how it go. let me test it right away. Oh yes. What is with all these redeems? You're so mean. Let me just do a quick test. Where is my favorite? Where's my favorite redeem? Does it work? Ah, it still works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I shall say what you wish me to say. I shall say it just for you, Moogie. Ada ada. Ada ada. My throat's still not perfect. after I just had my dinner. Maybe later in stream I can do it better. Yeah, hopefully this means redeems and things will work as intended. Just for some reason I cannot redeem them myself. So that should be fun. That should be a fun time. Oh, excuse me. I'm dying here. I had too much pizza before stream. Too much. No. Is there any other redeems that people want to get out of the way before we start Genshin? Or have you been redeemed out? I know that you're on a timer now. You gotta wait. Oh, cat ears, of course. Thank you. Now I can hear really well with all of my ears. Welcome back, Rage. Right, let me load up Genshin on the stream, and then we can chat and I can play and stuff. Discord has been fixed. Good. I'm glad. No, thank you for the head pats. Yeah. Right though. How can you redeem premium hydrate again? No. Okay. We'll wait. Oh, hang on. Let me do it. Okay. Jesus. I'm gonna have to put a longer timer on that. Mods can redeem whatever. Oh god, that's cheating. Nice. Oh, you still have to wait for timers. Good. That is good. You would be abusing your power otherwise. Don't even get paid for this. No, I don't get paid for this either. You don't get paid if I don't get paid. That's how it works. Right though. Let's go. I just realized sound alerts gets like to have a little avatar on the screen. Do you see that? Yeah, it's a little Pokemon. Mary don't pay you. She just locks you in the basement. Yeah, that's how it works. Right, Genshin. Bam, bam, bam. Gotta click button first, not forget again. Look, I'm on this side of the screen now. Is this weird for you? Me being on the other side? I'm like flipping things around today. Because Genshin has stuff on that side, but not on this side. Right. Where are we gonna start? Because I want to do the event, but I actually haven't logged in today, so I might do my dailies first. Why not? Oh, there is a chest. I might want to move that seat. I always forget you guys are on this side, and I'm trying to steal your spot. When are we going to get a Moogie model? Moogie has a VTuber model already, actually. Yeah, Moogie used to stream as a VTuber model. Of course, I don't know if she still has this, but she definitely had it at one point. Why is Genshin so quiet? We need the Genshin music. Don't you know, like... You made yourself a couple of months ago. A couple models a few months ago, yeah. Your PC's not reliable anymore. Mood. Just let me move you guys over here-ish. That's probably okay. If you want to just stick to that side for now while I'm hugging your spot. You can come back over here like in a different game. But for today, you're over there. Oh, you know what to do for a PNG? What are you gonna do? Also, hi Nala, welcome. Hopefully that is okay for game volume. Tis quite loud. An upside down smiley face. That's very specific. God, my throat is all messed up. This is my friendship team. I use them for commissions and whatnot to level up their friendship score. Well, Rage, I don't think it's a very good PNG then. You gotta be turning that frown upside down. As the saying goes. Now, who else? Oh, I want
It's been a while since I've limbered
Faruza. Don't make me angry emote you. I can do it. Alright, so yeah, there it is, Anguiamos. So we're just gonna do our daily stuff real quick, and then I'm gonna get started on like the quests and stuff. For anyone that doesn't want to be spoiled for the event, you know, I guess tune out for that part. But that's gonna be pretty much the whole stream, so. so... Wait, how do I get... Oh, it is. There is a teleporter up there. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Yeah, so it'll be a bit more chill this evening than, like, my usual streams of, like, Pokemons or Overwatch. Because it'll be more story-focused. Kind of like when we were playing Crisis Core. There was a lot of, like, dialogue that I wouldn't be talking over too much. So, you know. See that dark screen there, by the way, for the loading screen? I wish they would just have that all the time. I wish I could just toggle that on. It's so much better. Better. Went British there for a second.
Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
I don't expect this team to be overly strong.
Too late for regrets.
That's usually how it goes with my
Squall and fury.
commission teams, my friendship teams. They're usually the weaker of the bunch. Because they're new. And I might not have bothered leveling them all. Usually only the ones I like. Ugh, I'm tired after eating that pizza. You know, I always get too much, and then I feel sleepy. Hopefully I can make it through today. I do have I have work tomorrow, Jesus. So I can't do a late stream anyway, which is sad. I wish I could, like, you know, stick around and, you know, have the time to be able to just
The wind rises.
stream for as long as I want without interruption.
Know your place.
Poor Wolfie. What happened to Wolfie?
Grant us your blessing.
Scatter.
What's wrong with Wolfie? Oh, he's sick. I hope he feels better soon. What is attacking? Oh, you're attacking me.
Do your worst.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's the worst. Whenever it's like a throat thing, it can feel like it takes forever to go away. You don't know what type of Fallout build to do.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Let me just lower the game volume. To be honest, it's been so long since I played Fallout, I don't even remember
Thank you for complete.
what kind of builds there are. I usually just go like high intelligence.
Add Astra.
That's all I remember. Intelligence, some charisma, and God, what was the other one? The one that helps with lockpicking, I think. So I can get lockpicking early on, leveled up, which is really good for getting like good stuff right at the start. Usually. God, I'd love to go back and play Fallout 3. 3. It's been so many years. I'd love to like play through that game again. Maybe I should do that on stream someday. I just have so many games I want to play. And I can't play all of them. It's the dilemma, so to speak. I think I should be able to go to this person without starting a quest. What might have helped on Discord? What would have helped? Okay. Those are pretty much my dailies done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go start the questo. 25 servers not grouped in folders. I'm terrible for grouping servers on Discord. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Let's go to Liyue. Liyue. And start the questo. We should be able to quick start it. I don't have some of the prerequisite quests done, but they added the handy little feature to like skip past those just to do limited time events. And I'll need to do it for the first time here, so hopefully it works. The crane returns on the wind. Story quest. Oh no, that's an Archon quest. What one is that? I don't know. I don't think I've... That must be the most recent Archon quest? God, I haven't done... I'm really behind. Jesus. Okay, well hopefully it doesn't affect too much. Hopefully it's okay. Hydrate? Sure, I can hydrate. Normal hydrate this time, thankfully.
Hopefully Paimon will be able to check out tons of great food again this year. Anyway,
Thank you for the hydrate. Also, thank you for the collar.
Relax.
Right, where are we going? 1,000 miles. I think this is the one. Of course, it's through the other entrance. Zhongli! We can hear his voice again. I mean, this is one of his favorite restaurants.
The pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Oh, they've been going great.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Oh, thank you, Zhongli.
You are too kind.
So, Zhongli, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Qingce village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Hello, Nala.
Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right?
Zhongli, a fancy bitch.
The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed.
No way was she right.
Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Who's list. May I ask if
Director
you have
Who?
already made arrangements for the days ahead?
It's a spin-off of Doctor Who.
Opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
I mean, I've just eaten, so you're not gonna get me with this bait.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Hyman's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
I think Paimon's been
Why, I
pulled
assure
in.
you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Hyman's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Oh, can you not do them together? Is that some other limitation I'm not aware of?
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Hyman has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens
It's out
are
of
indeed
stock.
well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the
Interesting.
bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please.
Let me have a look.
See? Hyman knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The
After
streets
this
of Lille
cutscene.
will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
We'll come check in on you later.
Well, enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
It's the best part about the New Year's event. We get to have more Zhongli. Discord. What is going on here? Bum bum bum. See the thingy. It should not be out of stock. Because the limit is like there is a limit, but it's like per user. So unless you've redeemed it 5 times this stream, I don't think, you know, it should be an issue.
Relax.
If I understand it correctly. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a bug. Where am I to go to get these bamboo? Ah, unsurprisingly, up by the bamboo.
Bamboo shoot.
Jesus Christ.
Bamboo shoot. Nascent bamboo shoot.
Fucking boar attack immediately.
This one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Hyman thinks this is the one.
Mm-mm-mm.
This should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Who's calling for help?
Someone's calling for help.
Oh, Yao Yao. That doesn't sound like Yao Yao, though.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao.
Now, is she
It's a pleasure to
actually
make your acquaintance. Whoa.
in before she's like 1,000 years old or something?
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
Oh, fun
I came
thing.
through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Ryue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery, and before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's alright, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
You know, I think the voice actor for this Fontaine guy
I was born and
is
raised here in
someone I've
Liyue.
watched on
It's
YouTube
only
before,
natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through.
if I'm not
I
mistaken.
expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Mm.
What a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon.
You want Yoi Mia Samaj to set everything on fire?
Mmm, so tasty. If only there were more.
Is Dvorak a keyboard layout, Carney? I've never heard of that one. Oh, you watched someone called Ash on YouTube, did you? I wonder who. Oh yeah, Mary's server does have a lot of stuff going on. Rage. You should ask Wolfie. I know he's not feeling well, but you know, text him and see what he has in mind. He's smart.
Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
Well, if you feel that way, Paimon, go Yao Yao. Don't be taking it up with me.
I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
Given Fontaine is based off
I do.
France, I assume they
It's
have good
part of my
food.
job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence tour?
Though I've never been the biggest fan of French food. They don't know how to do a breakfast. Where were the sausages? There was no sausages.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to
I see
promote
a
our music
Sealy.
festivals. But I have some personal reasons.
Don't look,
too.
Samaj.
Huh? What are they? Just tell us already.
You see nothing.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
I love stories when it's got a cutscene. Do you have a cutscene, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard.
It must have been Venti.
Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he
Hydrate.
finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he
Thank
was
you
no
so
longer in
much.
danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no
It wasn't
closer
Ventia,
and
probably.
remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you
Oh,
play
I hear a
pleasing
doorbell.
melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow!
That's a
Well,
cool
yes.
legend. I'm pretty
As
sure,
it stands now,
I
it's
have
become
an
a touch
idea.
too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course,
Can I close
there's
this
no way
door?
of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a
Hopefully now it
haystack.
doesn't open it
I've
again.
spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand.
God, I would hope not, Yao Yao.
I meant too. It's like, imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower, Chris, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day, but then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again. Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes,
Unsurprising.
in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant
Venti.
the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here. Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam
Yao
gold
Yao,
and
you have
berries
no
from
faith.
Jinsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well, and so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather
Wow.
a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the statues of the Seven along the way.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Chising know just about everything.
Oh, yeah, I was
If you
well
can
connected.
stand, they'll help you get your Mora back.
She doesn't know many people, but she knows one of the most powerful people in the whole of Liyue.
Family, they'll be the best people to ask.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
Alright, well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Yes, right?
Okay, everyone, please follow me. I'll be your guide.
Have you
Remember
figured
to
it out?
watch where you're going, okay? Uh-oh, Paimon's out of a job. Oh well, Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
Oh god. I don't know if I can deal with Paimon's cheering. $500 of your 954 megabytes was used. Yeah, it did sound like a memory issue. Though I thought you said you had cleared all the apps that were running. Did you not do that? Or did I misunderstand you? I love Farazan's design. She's so cute. Oh, you did? So what happened? What did you do different?
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all.
Oh, I
It
see.
only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking.
Do I have to, like,
Laughter everywhere I look.
walk with
It's
him, or can I
contagious.
just go ahead?
I can almost
Okay,
feel
I
the
can just
music
go
in the
ahead.
air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad.
Oh, it's
Hey
Xingyan.
everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
Oh. Is Twitch being weird? What's happening on Twitch? Is there a problem? Do let me know if you have a problem. Okay. Yours works better now, Rach? Interesting. I love inconsistency. Oh, it's my favorite. I did see it flash red for a second. I'll try and keep an eye on it.
Last year to advertise a Liyue stop for the iridescence tour, Xinyan
Maybe
was
it doesn't
one of the few
like
people
streaming
willing to give me the
Genshin.
time of day.
Feels like I've been chasing this iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible
Audio
luck
was clear,
recently,
but
and every
the
time
model
we've
froze for a
tried to put on
second.
show,
Okay.
Something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebration?
It's really bizarre
A Lantern Rite
that the
music
audio would be
festival?
fine.
Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite Music Festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Leeway authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Oh, we've got connections, Dvorak. Don't worry.
Aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Kuching and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
You mean what?
This is the perfect opportunity. Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion. That's the spirit. See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
Doubt.
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence for Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Our senior?
Okay, I promise I will.
Who'd that
Good
be?
luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan! So about this senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know?
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for
I
her a
don't
lot
know how to
too
help
every time
you,
found her.
Rage. I can't help you decide on a build for a game I haven't played in many years. I wish I could help, though. I just don't remember really anything about any of the builds. I would suggest just go with what feels right. And when in doubt, just pick something else, like random. And hope for the best. 2 years? That's nothing.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. Not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival!
Oh, an old lady.
That's
like
a very
you wouldn't know
interesting
much about
name
that
there.
sort of
Welcome
thing.
to stream.
A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a celebration concert.
Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
Oh. It's so chill doing the story things. I do apologize for the lack of what's the word? Talking. As I warned you guys at the start, whenever it's like story quests and stuff, there won't be as much talking from me as I'm listening. And I don't want to talk over the quest too much. Talking is hard. Normally I wouldn't have too much issue on like, say if I was playing Pokemon.
With the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind
But yeah,
them that the
in an
festivities
RPG
are
like
not an
this,
excuse to
it's a bit
procrastinate their
different.
work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried chingshin leaves make a great pot of
Go
tea
relax,
that's
Yao
very
Yao.
good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
I would think Ganyu's at least a little organized.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks. Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration.
I like that.
Mr. Dvorak,
I'm not even
I
from
will
this
need to
country,
discuss with you the number
and
of
they
musicians
listen to
who
what I
will
have
come
to
Liyue,
say.
as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever.
I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me.
Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Yeah, Paimon constantly on about food.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we
Oh, you
meet.
got the little bunny thing.
Apart
We
from
can eat
lotus
that.
flower crisps, what else do you like?
Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Oh, she loves slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick.
I mean, you've crossed the country, Yao Yao, and they didn't seem to mind.
Off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime.
Stay put and wait 2 hours. Okay. It's very specific. After a short wait, Kaching and Ganyu arrive at the square.
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these.
You need
We have
gun
merely
and
moved forward to
science.
the next step.
I assume this is
On a
Fallout.
more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kaching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right, time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in. Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, how much did we tell Ganyu?
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's very possible.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Do they not have such things in Fontaine?
Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history,
Zhang Li would be great at answering questions.
But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between
God,
us?
they're all so accommodating.
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
No.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
You didn't
In
last
that
time.
case, 3
Last Lantern, right?
Alright, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this Lantern Rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming to you.
No, we're going with Ganyu, no?
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Good job, Paimon.
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen?
Yuhang? Does her name Kaching Yuhang?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the
Never knew
festival.
that.
I am told that
Unless it's a
strange
title.
melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my
It's her
own,
title,
So I
okay.
was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Hi, Cami. Welcome to the stream. I think it's your first time here, so welcome. I am Kitsune Ash. Today we're playing Genshin, trying to get through some of the story for the event quest. But we don't always play Genshin. We play a variety of games. At the moment, we're mostly playing Pokemon, because it's my first time playing Pokemon, but I have some things I need to do in Genshin, so that's why we're doing that today. I'm really behind on Genshin.
There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it.
With the tracker
As the
on
main
case,
character,
it's as
Paimon,
good
of
as
course we can
done.
handle it.
Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Eugene Terrace and let me know.
You should do the quest. Yeah, you should definitely do the quest. There's only a few days left to do it.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang.
I think you get a free character from doing this event as well. You get to pick from a bunch of 4-star characters and have one free. So, well worth it.
You have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Yes, there is 6 days left on the event. So you have a little bit more time if you want to chillax for this evening. I wasn't actually listening to buy one at all. I have no idea why we're going over here. You have almost every 4-star on C6. Oh, I think I'm missing, what's her name? Yao Yao. Yes, I haven't gotten Yao Yao. So I would like to get her from this event.
Byron said the strange tomb is coming from around here, right?
I have most of the 4-stars though. Other than Yao Yao.
But Byron doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place
Yolan!
like this. So,
Moogie Luck, it's your favorite.
Yeon! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
you look pretty alive to me. Nothing spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining.
You died for it, but it was worth it.
Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
See for what? What are we looking for?
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
Let's peek in the window.
It's completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
Okay, Raids. See you in a bit.
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in. How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So,
We checked 3 places,
Any theories
Yelan.
on what happened
I
here?
wouldn't call that thorough.
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well... Paimon gives up then.
I've got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
I mean, I don't have any evidence.
Yep. It's not obvious at first sight, that's for sure. To be honest, I was only able to put it all together because of some background knowledge about this area.
Well, that's cheating.
A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village.
Okay, Cammy, thank you for popping by and thank you for the follow. I hope to see you again soon. We'll be streaming again on Wednesday and Friday, so maybe you can make it to one of those. They'll be a bit more energetic, hopefully, since they are not as talk heavy on the old quests and stuff.
But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind.
So the house was abandoned.
The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately. The culprit of
Conditioned
this crime
response
exploited that
much?
very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway.
I mean, how common is it for someone to use music to commit a crime? Surely there's not a long list.
Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
Mm-hmm. As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's
I'm
trying
sure
to be
we can.
cautious and low risk,
Easy.
I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
I mean, if you're not even going to sprint, Yelan, this is not going to be a challenge to keep up.
Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Hello, Nala. Oh, come here. Who's a good girl? Yeah. Well, thank you for the cat ears.
Huh. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
That is highly speculative, Yelan. God, they didn't go very far.
Not the treasure hoarders again. It's so close to Lantern Ride, too. 'Tis not the season for their antics.
There's always something for them to do.
Come on, let's round them up.
Should I get Yelan for this?
Who's our target this time?
Let's get down to business.
Nala, don't be eating stuff.
Squall and Fury.
God, Wonder is so overpowered.
Hey, who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh, we just flew in. God, that stare.
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor, hmm?
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Oh, we get a Yalan trial?
Gotcha. Quiet.
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. But there's no going back now.
God damn.
Better up my game.
I mean, I brought my own. We didn't need the trial, but it's nice.
It's a little late for that.
Get a 5-star weapon for a little bit.
Finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance. And I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. You know, so Lantern Right's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things.
Of course.
I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely
Typical
wrong of me. I know that now.
thieves.
I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition. It'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Right behind bars.
Yes?
Yes. You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do.
Yelena is such a top. Absolutely.
Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Good job, Boo.
What is it?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty
helped a lot with the
suspicious.
investigation and arrest anyway,
Fuck.
so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me too.
God damn.
See you when I see you, and happy Lantern Right.
Relax, Sealan. that was something.
Such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again. Cause Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's driving Paimon crazy.
What?
Remember
That's not a
when
thing,
Mr.
Paimon.
Dvorak? Music seems like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
Yeah, it comes down to the user.
Oh, really?
Like most things.
Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again. Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Oh, we still haven't got through part 1 of this quest. This is probably a really long quest. What?
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Sure, sure.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
Hello,
You need to be
Ningguang.
so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the
It's-
contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over,
I don't know what
we'll then need
I
to
can do.
invite the
Did we ever
representatives
get
of the
Zhongli his
Iridescence
bamboo?
Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion.
We never gave Zhongli his bamboo. Like, we got it, and then we got distracted. we should probably go back to Zhongli.
Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name.
Sea Gazer?
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wondered whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, you're gonna love them. I'm sure of it. At least,
Questionable.
if mentioned as anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
She just wants to have knowledge. Oh. Oh. Well, this is fancy. I love the art. Oh, that's for you, Moogie, right there. That's an art for you. I wish you could make these like animated wallpapers for your desktop. That would be so good. Straight to wallpaper engine. Yeah. It'd be really nice if you could just export them. Right, so I have the part 2 of the quest. But I also have like all the little mini quests. If that makes sense. I might, because of how long it's taking to get through the quest, just do the part 2 here. And then I'll worry about the side stuff later. Because I do want to get through the main bulk of the story.
I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam, Farozan. And I'll see if I can
Madam.
pick that up.
Wait, there's a chest. Wait, hold on. Impossible. Wait, how do I get up to it? Oh, I'm getting further and further away. Hang on. Wait. That's better.
You even want this?
Easy. Gotta get through all this stuff. What's going on at the North Wharf? Fortune and health, peace and wealth. Is there going to be a performance here? Yeah, there's going to be a paper play. Is it a Leo opera? They're not. Honored guests will be performing Bravebeard today. Somehow I think this is for children. Now is a good time. We will wait for no one and the show begins. So it's called Bravebeard. Oh, we've never heard of this. We can still hear you at a whisper. Keep it down. Of course we can hear Paimon. She's loud as shit. The story of Bravebeard is quite long. It'd be too long to do it all in one go. So, dear guests, what part of Bravebeard's story would you like to see today? Mountain bound, worshipping Adepti, or exorcising demons, or ascension? Want to see him fight monsters? Oh, we've seen Adepti and demons so many times. Oh, she has sisters? Or he has sisters? Homecoming. Just in time for Lantern, right? Will not perform the plots featuring monsters. There are 3 characters. Aside from Bravebeard, with whom you're familiar. The lonely girl named Yibing and an honest gentleman, Nan Feng. Yes, there are supporting characters, Paimon. There's not just Bravebeard. How can you, the lone performer, be in so many places at once? They're not as exquisite as Leo operas, but you have your own flavor. Oh, I see. So it's paper, not real. I got it from the name. Just move on with it. You're the narrator, but no actor. Okay, I get it. I get it. Move along, please. Please perform it. Go, go, go. So the sky's the limit. God, you're making me yawn. There was once a man named Hung Guang, suffering from human injustice. By chance he became disciple of an adeptus. Thus he is known as Bravebeard. As the behest of an adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons. He trained for many years and acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the abode, he was summoned to recall the past. Turned out he still had an attachment to the common folk society where he had a sister at home, Yi Bing, now alone. She thought her brother had a miserable life and never imagined she would return home. That's still what happened next. Well, hello, Lilia. Welcome, welcome. Are you done streaming Mahjong? I hope it went good. You getting food? Oh, it's okay. You don't need to raid. Yes, it's the lantern rice. I'm really behind on it. So we're trying to get through the quest at least. Okay, let's see the play. Go, go, go. Clap, clap, clap. Yes, I'm pretty perplexed. I want to see. Oh, we have to go. I'll give you a good look, but I don't. I just want to see the show. I don't want to do stuff. Yeah, let the kids do it. I just want to watch. You like this puzzle, Lilia? Oh, I don't. This is. Oh, it's too much for me. It's also fine by Paimon. Jesus Christ, like. That's not at all what I was looking for, by the way. I was looking for a different quest altogether. Wait until 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, 2 days later. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Bang. Bang. Just to be safe. Yeah, I didn't know you played Genshin, Lilia. I should definitely add you. Do you play on the EU? Or a different server? If you're on EU, I can add you.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu. Let's head to Eugene Terrace.
Okay, let's go back to where we were. You don't play on EU, you play on Asia? Well, that's okay. I do have an alt on the Asia server, but I don't really play it, so I wouldn't waste your friend's list space with my alt account. I can play with Mama, yes, when we convince Mary to play the game. I can add her. I think I have added her, have I not? I think she did play it a little bit, unless I'm thinking of someone else. Motion sickness, yeah.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is
Yeah,
it?
I think we did add each other. Now that I think about it, Mary. Also, hi. I know you were lurking, but welcome to the stream.
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I mean, Ganyu said she wasn't gonna sleep, Paimon.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand.
You are definitely a professional lurker. You were here before I even started the stream, apparently. I don't know how. Well, stream's going okay. It's a very, very chill stream. Because we're doing story stuff. There's not much going on. It's mostly just listening to the voice actors in the game.
Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from.
Somehow she was lurking a couple of minutes before your stream as well. Yeah, I don't know how she does it. She's a pro at this somehow. And yes, I play in controller. I like to play in controller. It's more relaxing. I can sit back and relax.
Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
Okay, Mary, thank you for the lurk.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot?
I mean, he did say he was in Liyue.
Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked. Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool.
Crystal fly wings are pretty cool.
I definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me?
We're not thinking it's you.
Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I
Oh,
was
poor
sure that they
Ganyu.
were going to
She's
be okay,
overly shy.
I'd slip away without a sound.
Okay, Lilia, enjoy your food. Adorable Ganyu.
So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Mood.
What if the Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
Great impression.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Liyue Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
It's not been that long. You were more familiar with the Adepti than humans like 2 years ago.
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However, Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts.
Oh, you made a contract to help him,
Travelers,
okay.
Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic. Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Do I have drops enabled? No, I don't. I don't know if I have any ability to do that for Genshin. Oh, there is a thing. Oh. Interesting. I should really look at this screen more often. There do be a thing. I should have turned that on. You could have got 30 Prima Gems. Well, I can at least connect the thing. Can I do it while I'm still live? Oh, well, maybe next time. There seems to be some linking of Genshin account to do. I will do that next time. Sorry, Lilia. Yeah, it seems to be enabled for a while, so next time I'm streaming Genshin, I will enable it. It's been so a while since I've been in Liyue. I've been spending so much time in Sumeru.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I mean, you float, Paimon.
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Yeah, maybe she's just busy.
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling?
Yes, it will.
Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
That seems like a terrible plan, Paimon.
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would Over there. Quick, swim to the very center.
This is a stupid plan, Paimon. It would never work. No, bang. Oh, I could throw Paimon in. Yeah. That would do nicely. I could just fish her back out again if she ran into trouble.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
God damn it, Paimon.
What is going on?
Zhao. I knew it would be Zhao.
How do you feel right now?
Oh. Are they on a date? Why were they here? Why are they both here?
Shenhe and the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it.
Oh, Zhao's not gonna be happy.
Fine. Paimon will explain.
It's pretty sus, Lilia. Why are they together? Is there something between them?
We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
No, I didn't suspect it was you, Zhao.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Well, we didn't ask for you to come. You just showed up. Like, don't get mad at us, please. This is Paimon's fault.
This is Paimon's fault.
Yeah.
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Glad you're okay.
Aw, Zhao.
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
Paimon, look what you've done. I told you this was a bad idea. Now we've upset Zhao.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Welcome back, Rage.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like. Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Rage, I see you redeeming such things. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. What we gonna do with you? Hmm? Very silly. Wah. Wah. Come here. Come here. Hmm? Hmm? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ada, ada. Ada, ada. Am I getting too close for you, Samash? Probably. Mm-hmm. Mwah. Not close enough. What a zoom. Okay, well, we go back. We go back. we got questing to do, guys. We can't be doing this. Go back down here.
Speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift from Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
Is there some odd about Shenna has, like, audio?
It sounds
Or is that
like
just
Anya
me?
and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continue to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I
You never
tried
hear
to blend
her?
in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
It's just Ganyu. You don't have to be courteous around, yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
God damn it, Shenna.
A kind of a happy or relaxing sound, or a nerve-wracking sound, or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's
Shenhe, you're
description,
definitely gonna have to
I
go
do believe
to
I hear it every day. Please follow me.
the music festival.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
This movie's so fucked. What movie? Oh. Nice too. It's called You People. Never heard of it. Lilia, do you have Wanderer? He's so cool.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Oh. Music. What is it, Paimon?
Paimon's got death! Paimon can't hear anything!
Oh, too bad.
Oh, whew. Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
No.
Oh.
Although bird songs, kind of.
Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
Can you? What do you sing?
Huh?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Oh, God. Yeah, hopefully a whopper flower doesn't attack again. What is this? This is not the tune I was thinking.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Oh.
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again.
Look at her bragging about her mind's eye. Privileged people.
We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot.
Imagine having a mind's eye Moogie. Oh. I'm gonna ban you. You're just bullying.
When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. Huh. So that's the power of music.
The power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep. Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there
I'm
any
gonna make
melodies
chicken
that have
pasta,
affected
okay,
some impression on
Reeds? Don't forget to share some.
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. The little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops. The tunes of folk artists performing on the streets. Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Leela probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives.
I mean, you're pretty
At least,
integrated.
that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
That's pretty deep.
You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like,
Oh, Paimon, don't.
maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses. But at the very least, Kuching and Shenhe are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am.
Aw.
Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples. Thank you, everyone. Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Kuching as well.
Well, she's got a house in the city
many
now.
types of flowers.
Fancy.
I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
It's come a long way in a year.
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly. Nonsense. You are my friend. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
What is it, Rage?
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist? Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
Doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Yeah, they're just gonna start grazing on the flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Welcome back, Cloud Retainer.
Esther. Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Oh my god, Paimon.
Double humph. Now she has the
Double
gall to
humph.
use it rather than she. Even after being chastised once already? Huh. Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity.
Oh?
Well, shall one lead the way?
Go ahead, Cloud Retainer.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Rite, Shenha.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime. Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Mwah. Right, back up the mountain. Oh. Head to the desert. I thought we were going back to our abode. Where are we going? Where are we going? Back to Liyue? No, there it is. What are we doing there? Good night, Mookie. Sleep well.
You want to use my hat as an umbrella? Huh. The audacity to even make that request.
I mean, it's a pretty good umbrella. Look at it. It's a bleeding massive hat.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I'm not sure.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was
Oh.
extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike.
We also have
Long
Guizhong
ago,
ballistas.
This region was
I
yet a
believe.
prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that
The
name.
pirate.
So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Seagazer.
No.
His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me? When
Still
every
holds a
single
grudge,
one
I
of
see.
one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand.
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
Music?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, "Ah, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me?" Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, "Once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat."
Sounds reasonable.
She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or lady
Paimon.
bird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink?
Typical Zhongli.
Precisely. So, as you can see, even one as great as Rex Lapis was not immune to making the occasional blunder.
You gotta
Even
make the
one
sauce
could never
yourself,
find fault
Rage.
with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter.
Nice.
Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Why is it whenever like they're describing the past in Genshin, everything sounds better in the past?
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now.
Cutscene?
In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles.
We each
I
had our
love the
ideals,
cutscenes.
and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations.
That is a
Rex
cool
Lapis
outfit,
declared that
Zhongli. What the
Guizhong's
fuck?
obscuro-vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it. In one's
Her
heart,
uniform
one
looks
knew
so
that
good.
Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world.
All their character designs look so good, and we're never going to get
Times
them.
were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetward Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
Yes, ping.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
You gotta trim down chicken dough to make down excess fat. Why would you trim the chicken? Just give chicken to me. That's all I need.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Cream pasta. Yes, Lilia. Rage is making food. You should post a picture of it in Mary's Discord, Rage, so we can all see.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted.
Spaghetti. Ragu is my favorite.
But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell, has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes.
Funerary.
No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Gui Zhang composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Gui Zhang's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Gui Zhang passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. Music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once.
Maybe she'll play it for us.
Back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw, poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Gui Zhang a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Gui Zhang was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time.
Well, I am a witness to this story.
As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetward Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Maybe. Or maybe
Do
Zhongli.
you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us, are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way. So I, too, am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Well said.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's lantern rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
That might be pushing it, Paimon.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Leo Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every lantern rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
It's a special time of year, though.
Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable.
Edibles? Ganyu, what did you bring?
Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Perhaps.
Now one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer?
God damn it.
Still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is deploying in
Fucking
earnest.
Cloud Retainer, I swear to Christ. Let's go see Ping. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Cloud Retainer's already here. Could have given us a lift. But no. Making me walk.
Whoa.
And glide.
And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything?
For God's sake, Paimon.
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
Because you're the one who's known Madame Ping the longest.
Streetward. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
You haven't said anything yet.
Alright. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter.
Confirmed.
What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
I imagine the one that passed away.
From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
Oh, there is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So, how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom.
It's kind of rude.
As she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them, and a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach
I got this scratched.
as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort
Oh,
into that
3
gift.
chicken breasts,
It would
huh?
be no overstatement
Nice.
to call it a testament to each of our individual
Sounds
technical
delicious.
abilities.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Oh yeah, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh Why don't you join the concert as a performer?
What happens when anyone learns that you play an instrument?
Oh. As much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did. And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that
Being
as it
smart.
may, I shall leave the lantern rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny!
Oh, Yanfei.
Whoa. What's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No. Everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Hello, welcome to stream. I cannot pronounce your name, Suyu. I also only speak English, so I have no idea what you said.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at High Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yenfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping.
I wonder when the
we'll be off
concert's
for now.
supposed to start.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She
Silly
has learned
Ganyu.
nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
Oh, ni hao. I learned that in school. I just never learned how it's
Thank you
typed.
all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time.
Ni hao ma,
Goodness knows I need
I
to
think is
practice
how
it
it goes.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Dvorak, it's Dvorak. Paimon, get it right. Where are you getting the Dvorak from? Oh, another chest. Oh god. Better not let Samaz see all these chests that I didn't pick up. Did I want one of the chickens? Yes, I would love some chicken, please. I do enjoy chicken.
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuchin's here too!
Nice.
Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious?
Yep.
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
Yes.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge
Chicken.
and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Chicken. Nom. Thank you for the chicken. Thank you so much. I should get like a redeem that's just chicken.
Yep, Kuchin summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon
I don't know
was
how,
trying to say.
but I should figure out a way.
Yes, I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Just relax.
Okay.
It's
All right.
fine.
Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Oh, I hope not, Paimon.
Share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad.
Okay, King. Have a good night and good sleep.
But it can also
Hope
be
to see you
sad and
on Wednesday.
And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Aw. Kitching's so sweet.
That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something.
The bamboo. The bamboo.
What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, Zhang-Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right?
Yeah, I mean, Zhongli does move pretty slow.
Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangcheng Funeral Parlor.
Sneeze. We go to Zhongli and Hu Tao, hopefully.
Take it easy.
It's been so long since I've seen Hu Tao. Oh, there she is.
Oh. All right, let's take a break here.
Oh God.
Oh wow, look who it is!
I've heard rumors of the Hu Tao
Favorite
rapping.
funeral director.
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all.
Director Who.
There
I love it.
was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Shenyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Oh God.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring, are you sure this will be safe?
That'll be grand, sure, Paimon, don't worry.
I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Have you seen Zhongli?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends. It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Aw. I'm gonna miss out on Zhongli.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new. I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill.
Okay, I guess we are going to see
When
Zhongli.
you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be
What a mean boss.
If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
That was weird. You did not like me taking that drink? I do not have a crush on Zhongli. Don't be silly. God, it's a bit far to Mount Hulao. Jesus Christ. Across the country. Yeah, my model did freak out a bit. God, I could do with some hydration. I need to open my other drink. I'm gonna go over here. Oh! Nearly fell off a cliff. Don't worry. Wah. Oh. Here we go. I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. It's okay. Thank you for the hydrate. It was not necessary. I was hydrating anyway. You know what? I'll refund that. Because I was doing it anyway. There you go. It's refunded.
I got a new
You
letter
can
from
save
my
that for
family.
something
Looks
else.
like the situation has changed again.
Double hydrate. Where's Zhongli? Where is he? Oh. Up here. Oh, thank you for that, Pat. For God's sake, Paimon.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great. But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
You could. Just hang out in the festival.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli, here you are. We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Oh, they're cheating. They might overcook it if they don't make it slow, though.
Wait, that mechanism. Is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine?
Cuisine machine.
Never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yes.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhongli, Huta told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
Great.
As you
Food.
can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please.
You drooled from the
give
smell of the
Director Wu my
chicken.
best
That is the
wishes
right
for the
reaction.
performance. As for the banquet, since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
A mere consultant, sure.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Shoot soup. Shoot soup.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup.
Soup.
It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
Soup. Soup. I like that word. Soup. I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? I'm at soup. Ah, it's the concert. Let's go.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hitao, and this is a little something called...
What? What? Oh god.
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll. Let's go!
You butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch you set, or you'll get burned. Hey!
I'll need to listen to this in Japanese.
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us.
Hey,
we deserve
Outback.
a
Welcome to the
celebration of
stream.
my treat. Interested?
You were just in time for the concert.
Footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Hey, look, they did their best translating a Chinese rap into English. Outback, thank you for the lurk. I don't know if I have that command set up, but good effort. I appreciate it. Oh, the fireworks.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
Yeah,
I believe it shall be.
be a good year.
Master, the Shao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Shao lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen.
It is the Chinese
Take
New
it to
Year
Liyue
event.
Harbor to
Yes.
display its magnificence
I'm a
for
bit
all.
late doing it.
Listen! It must be Manapin!
It's the rabbit, yeah. Wow. I want to see fireworks. I haven't seen them in a bit. I want some fireworks. Oh, it's over. Oh. Still have 3 years until the year of the horse. I don't know. I'll trust you though. There is the after party dinner. Wait until 7. Okay. There we go. What is it? What is the year of the rabbit? Or no, not the rabbit, the horse. What is the why is it special to you? Yeah, you can change the time. Did you not know? Oh wait, was that not the following night? Oh, I got it. Okay. Well, next day. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-bum-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. There we go.
Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner!
Where are we going for dinner? Are we going here?
We'll be meeting at Shinue Kiosk. It's
Nice.
a place with a really long wait list.
It's a very fancy dinner place. I was sitting slow down. I want food. I'm hungry.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. But I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too.
Zhongli knows
Truly an
all.
honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible,
Poor Shongyun.
may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices and exercises?
Just ask Shenha for that.
I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here.
There's 4 people, Paimon. That's not a lot of people.
I invited Zhongli over. I never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
In 2026, you are born in the year of the horse. Oh, okay. You didn't know, since you got banned on Genshin. Oh. I said the treasure hunt in 3 places was bugged out. I didn't know they banned people, like, for saying stuff off-platform. That's a new one. Or off the game, I should say.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun?
Yes, it's a good event.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
Nice.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
Making the
That, my friend,
sauce.
is beside the point.
Nice.
Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of
These
it,
2 are totally
I probably
dating.
shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Chongyun and Singsha? Definitely dating. Hmm?
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try! See, someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me.
That's political reasons. I see. Outback. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you got banned. It's a really good game. It sucks when stuff like that gets involved.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue.
Fox boy Goro? He's not a fox, he's a doggo. Yaimiko, she's the fox. Yeah.
My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
He's a doggo, yeah. He's a pupper.
Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
Yeah.
That sounds like
I love all the food talk in Genshin. Whoever writes the story loves food.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
We're missing, there's like 3 empty seats, Paimon.
Oh, Huta was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba? Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hutao's invitation.
I like how they're not even touching the food or plates. Well, of course. That's like a lot of work. Would have been eating already. Well, it's rude to start eating until everyone's arrived.
As for Hutao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
It's almost time for food?
Huh? Hutao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important. Could it be... Kuching? Ningguang? Or Captain Beto?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
He likes, like, not being the boss anymore.
Ta-da! We're here!
Hi, Hutao.
Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right?
Oh, my controller's stuck. Okay.
Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Zhao. Finally, he comes to the city during Lantern Rite.
Oh. I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered
This
here
is
with us
awkward.
tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
Got a camera in my house. How'd you know I'm almost done cooking? Well, you have been giving me the play-by-play of you cooking.
It's raining again?
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Huh. Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenchao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
He just added 1.7 millimeters of water and 1/7 of sugar in a bowl. That's very specific.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
Yeah, we're pretty good friends.
Great. You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready.
Isn't there still an empty seat?
Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
There's still an empty seat.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him.
Oh, you got a fan.
You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
Aww.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past.
Word.
I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Ahem.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off.
Did he? I don't remember that.
I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
You want me to stretch, Lilia? Okay, it has been a while. I'll give it a stretch. I have been playing for way longer than I thought I would be.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Sun
For
Chong,
hours,
Xiangmi
yeah.
and Changyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Paimon.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon.
No.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past, and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Did they actually stand?
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together,
I still have an
it
empty
goes without
seat.
saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Huh? Sounds kind of self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
What is this?
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn. Hero of Dihua Marsh.
Hu Tao has no chill.
I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
And she just asked.
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
That makes sense.
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess.
Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
As one
In the time
does.
of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead.
Diseased?
That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him. You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
It'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
Am I using an audio interface? No, I haven't been able to afford one fancy yet. Hopefully, though. Hopefully, I can buy a fancier audio setup soon. Why is there something bothering you? I can try mitigate it at least.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Oh, these two are so cute.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If
Oh, the buzzing, yeah. It's a funny thing about the buzzing.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising?
I can mitigate it by just resting my leg on my computer. There we go. Is it gone now? Contact with metal. That's all it needs.
But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
That is true.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty quiet, Xiao.
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
An old friend?
You should know him. He's...
Oh god. Oh no. The wind? I don't think that was the wind.
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paima just unconsciously complete the thing? That voice. Could it be?
It must be. Oh, Zhongli. Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door.
Well, there was an extra seat.
Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
No such need. I'm coming in.
finally let me
It's
in.
Venti. Oh, I missed Venti.
Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yay.
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes.
I wonder
It looks
why.
like we're to be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery. This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
It do sort of be like that, Reeds. I gotta be part of the electrical circuit, otherwise there's a buzzing sound.
Huh, it's you. Oh, isn't this Genu? Genu?
Is that Genu? Oh, that's his pen name. Oh, God.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you?
Yes, of course.
I met Singcho at a light novel convention. Oh, how I wish we'd met sooner.
I missed that event, I think. That was the Inazuma event from last year.
I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Singcho's friend?
Oh, he's my old friend too.
Yeah! Shao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes, yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago, when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it be.
I understand now too.
Zhongli's like realizing Zhao's cheating on him with another Archon.
I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
New friend, sure.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
Shh, got down.
Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
I mean, he's not an adeptus per se.
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, shut up.
Huh? Oh, right! Shao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything.
Yeah.
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before.
Venti.
The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention
Well, it wasn't
I seem
osmanthus
to
wine.
recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
Don't be like this.
You have great taste, Venti. I was afraid about you. Let's shake hands.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Shincho! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written
Zhangling's
ones.
just like here for the ride right now.
I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point.
We're trying to give Paimon better lessons for ugly nicknames. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
But speaking of, why is the Tonga Bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think? As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day.
No.
The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him. Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
What the fuck? What is that? These two are like... You never call, and Zhongli is just trying to ignore.
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Come on, where's your osmanthus wine?
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too.
Aww.
Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
What's with the urgency?
Let's go for a walk, shall?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then.
We get to be away from Paimon for a bit. Don't worry, we'll be back. Oh, I need to hear what these two are saying.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
God, the amount of shade between these two, I swear.
Let's depart. You go ahead.
Oh, you're almost done with your food? Nice. I look forward to the picture raids. God, it's nearly 11:30 already. Jesus. Hopefully, there's not too much left in the quest.
Are you alright? It's hard to describe.
Yeah, I struggle with social gatherings too. It's okay,
It's
Xiao.
not that.
Oh.
There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time... That's not what I meant. Or perhaps I should say Rex Lapis is really good at adapting to human life. You could say that he actually enjoys doing so.
Yeah, probably.
And that's something I might never be able to do.
Oh, you do you, Xiao.
That does sound like something you would say.
Yeah.
No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Well, hopefully good.
Yes.
Nice.
Parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come.
I can relate so much to that whenever I get invited to a party or something.
She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself.
Oh, really?
I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
I would like to see his wartime outfit, though. It looks super cool in cutscenes.
Oh, here you are. I'm not intruding, right?
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
Oh, but the anxious, not so anxious she can't eat. She'll be fine.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too.
We were only gone like less than 5 minutes. I mean,
You looked
Christ.
a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanchao made.
You're worrying too much.
Don't pull any wind cycling on us.
Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait. There's another reason why I came looking for you.
Oh?
Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu.
Oh, thank you for
so
that,
I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Globa that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Yeah, mix it up first and then send a picture.
Thank you for the trouble.
You can put it in Mary's food
no
channel.
I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Yes, send a picture after you've mixed them, Raids, and then put them into Mary's food channel.
Okay.
So we can all see.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Sure, that's okay, Raids.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other?
Paimon.
So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
It was like 5 minutes.
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
What the fuck? Okay, Paimon.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk
Oh, don't you pout at me. I'll pout at you back.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious. Oh? Is this some local custom? Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here.
Where's Zhongli?
Let's use this incense burner on the table.
Also, look how colorful everyone is.
It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and
Low battery
prosperity
for flash.
in all
Oh,
our
you gotta
endeavors
charge your
in the
phone,
new year.
Raids.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli.
What is this? It's suddenly like, you know, what's it called? It's the courtroom thing. Something rice. Oh god, what's it called? It's like on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder
Deposition?
of
No, it's
unlimited
like
strength.
it's like a particular game or something. Oh, I can't remember. It's used in all the memes. Like the objection meme.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed.
Ace Attorney, yeah.
Since we all get to nominate someone, I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Oh god, I swear, if they're gonna go through everyone and then it just ends up being me.
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It should be Xiao.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef competition.
What is this? What is happening?
The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
Oh, the clapping.
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh my god.
Not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Oh my god, no one wants to do it.
I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here. You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Don't. God damn it.
That's right. Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
Well, good. Stop talking to me, Paimon.
Huh? Who else is there?
You.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest? Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role.
Also, I apparently don't talk. Paimon does all my talking.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised like that. Those were genuine compliments, right?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement.
Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend. Paimon!
These camera angles, though.
Incense for us. Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
I swear. Am I winning? Hopefully. Welcome to the stream, Volpine. We finally figured out who was gonna light the incense. It only took 10,000 years. Are we leaving?
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
You haven't played the game in a hot minute, but you still do ASMR for it? Oh, that sounds interesting. I haven't listened to ASMR for a while. Certainly not of Genshin. Oh, you sent me the pic? Well, I shall look at it in a minute, Rage. Thank you for the treat, director.
He was amazing, too. You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time.
You do Zhongli, Diluc, and Kai at best. How's stream? Well, the stream has been going very well. It's running much longer than usual, but that's just because we're doing this story that, you know, I need to do before it runs out of time. It's nearly over now, though. I think. I mean, I imagine so. It's been nearly 4 hours of story.
Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli.
Oh, these two have been like throwing shade all night.
I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
Of course.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime.
Bye, Venti.
We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later. Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liyue Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
Let's not tease.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya, and learned a few things about her research topic. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth.
Oh.
But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike.
Curious.
In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise.
Yeah.
So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean, Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, Zhongli.
Bye, Zhongli. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side. No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
It's my honor.
Good that you're aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave.
Okay.
The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
You don't have to be like that.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
Blink. Well, that was a really nice quest. I really enjoyed that. Wah. Wah. Yeah. Okay. Given the late hour, I think it might be time for me to end things. Wah. Go big. Or go home. I'll just keep the game in the background. Sure, why not? Like, it's a nice, pretty game. But yeah, I've had fun tonight. I know it was not the liveliest.
Isn't some kind of fad.
Oh, I will mute the game.
Don't just go in and out of fashion.
I know, Farazan, I know. But yeah, I know it wasn't the liveliest, but I hope you still enjoyed. Actually, I'll bring us off the game. I'll bring us over here where there's a little bit of music. But yeah. Hopefully you guys still enjoyed this evening. It was much quieter. Wednesday, we're playing Valheim, so it'll probably be a bit crazier. I'll be playing with Samaj again. And if it's anything like last time, things are going to go wrong many times before they go right. And then we're going back to Pokemon on Friday. So yeah, that should be fun. I hope to see you guys there. Now, as always, the question is there anyone for us to raid? I don't know. Let me have a look around, shall I? I don't see anyone that I follow. Is there any suggestions for someone to raid? I don't see anybody. No one ever streams on Monday. You have someone? Who it be? What's their name? Siren. I recognize the name. Have I rated them before? Perhaps. Perhaps I have. Oh, they're playing Genshin. How topical. Oh, she's part of Mary's server. Oh, that might be why I recognize them.
Get him.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Not one of Mary's, though, I don't think. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. But yeah, we'll give them a nice raid. So yeah, Wednesday, 8 o'clock GMT. I hope to see you guys there. I would really appreciate it. Let me set up this raid. Oh, that's the wrong button. This one. No. This one. There we go. Sometimes I have a hard time when they're not someone in my follow list. There we go. So yeah, I again hope to see you guys on Wednesday and have a good rest of your evenings. Sleep well if you're going to bed. Good night, though.